Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this MAC Pro Longwear Concealer NC42. Try not to get too big of a pump out, but it always comes out anyways. And I'm going to use this to prime my eyelid. And then I'm just going to use this NYX contour palette, and I'm going to use this bone color at the end with a fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to take this Rimmel Black Gel Liner, and I am going to use a synthetic brush to put a little bit of that on the lid because it's going to be a base for the glitter. We're going to be using these three colors here. You can see this is called I Heart You, Seduction, and this one is Peekaboo is what it's called. So I'm going to be using these three in that order. So I'm going to use the I Heart You color first. And I'm just going to use a MAC, I think it's a 217 brush. The numbers faded off, so I'm going to go in with the Seduction color with the same brush. I'm going to take this Wet n Wild brush, it's just a crease brush, and use that Peekaboo color, which is the light pinkish color, and just blend it out around the edges. This brush is so good, it blends so well. So then your eyes should look like this. But I'm going to use just like a little bit of eyelash glue, and be careful because if you get it on your eyelashes, it's a disaster. This is the black duo glue, and I'm just going to use this flat, I think it's supposed to be like it's a Wet n Wild brush, and it's supposed to be, I think, a smudger brush, but it's a flat brush, so I'm going to use it to put just a little bit of glue in like the center of my eyeball or eyelid or eyeball. And then I'll tell you the glitter I'm using in a minute because I don't want to wait too long. And I'm just going to use this flat Wet n Wild concealer brush to put my glitter. This is the new NYX glitters. Going to go back where I'm going to pick up some more of the I Heart You and Seduction together, tap it off, and just put that there. Take the Wet n Wild brush that had the Peekaboo on it. I'm not adding anything to it, but I'm just going to And so there's what your eye makeup should look like thus far. And I'm going to take, since I'm out of makeup wipes, just a baby wipe. Okay, and so we're going to move on from the eyes for a quick minute. And, oh, and this is what the glitters look like. They come in little bottles like this. They're really cute. It has a lot of pigment in them. And I'm going to take it out, but you can look them up online to see what it looks like, but they're really pretty. So next I'm going to move on to my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Definer. This is a new product that I got, and it is in dark brown. I usually use chocolate, but they were out of it, and so the dark brown isn't really too much of a big difference for me. So I'm just going to use that, and I'm first going to set my brows with some brow gel. This is just the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel in Brunette. Right now. So this is what it looks like. It's like an angled tip. I'm sure you've already seen this so many times. I'm just new to getting it, but I like to start at the top, outlining the top and the bottom, and very lightly. The first time I used this was so terrible. I didn't like it was bad. So just light strokes. Concealer in a teeny tiny brush. This is just the e.l.f. Professional Concealer brush, and it's super small. So that's why I like to use it for my brows. Then you go back and you're pretty much just gonna touch up whatever you don't like. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now is, first of all, I'm gonna go turn down the heat because it's freaking blazing hot in here, so I'll be right back. First, I'm going to moisturize my face. I'm gonna use this Juviance Sheer Refining Fluid. And I got it at Ulta a while back. And I think it was like $40. But it works. My skin is super dry right now from wiping with that baby wipe. So I'm going to moisturize my face. The only different thing I have for my face makeup today is my concealer, which it isn't really new because I used to use it and I just haven't used it in a while, but I picked one up yesterday. Is the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, because I really liked this concealer. So I think I was using like drugstore concealers, which are good. But yeah. So I'm gonna prep my face with my Nivea Men Sensitive Face Post Shave Balm. I'm going to be using a new brush. It's a Wet n Wild brush. It's going to be the flat top kabuki brush, and it looks like this. And I'm going to be using that with my MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, and this is in NC45. So I have my damp Real Technique sponge, not a beauty blender. This one's cheaper and it works just as good because I've had the beauty blender. If not, it might be a little bit better. I like it more. So I'm just gonna do another thin layer just in certain spots of my foundation. Where I have a couple dark marks. And I'm just going to buff that into my skin with my Wet n Wild brush. I really, really like these brushes. They shed a little bit, but I mean, they're cheap brushes, but they're really good. So it's like, if it doesn't last you too long, it's only $3. Now I'm going to take a concealer brush. This is the Wet n Wild one. I'm going to get a pump of my Pro Longwear concealer, and this is how I'm going to even out. I'm just going to put one pump of that on the back of my hand because that's all I need. And I am going to put that underneath my eyes. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my NYX highlight and contour palette that I've really been loving because it really does set my makeup like for at least over 10 hours. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, do my makeup, I have to get my kids ready and get them off to school and stuff, and then I'm at work for 8 hours, so it lasts at least a good 10 hours. Like, I have to blot a little bit through the day because I have super oily skin, so no matter what I do, it's gonna get oily a little bit, but this has helped like a whole lot. So I'm just gonna be using the yellow shade to set everywhere that I just put concealer. Then I'm going to take a powder brush. This is the new Wet n Wild powder brush, and I am going to use that to warm up my face. And I use the two colors here at the end underneath the whitest, underneath the highlight shimmer color, and the next color after that, these two colors. And I use that to warm up my face. just going to take a little bit of my Milani Bellissimo. It's really a bronzer, but kind of a blush too, the shimmerish color. And I'm just going to use the Wet n Wild blush brush on the cheeks. And so then I'm going to take my e.l.f. fan brush. I got the Wet n Wild one, but I'm not too, it applies a lot of highlight. Like, I don't have control over it yet. So we're just going to use my trusty old e.l.f. one with my Lorac Tantalizer. The highlight color in the NYX one is a little too white for me. It comes out very white, sparkly. So I don't know what I'm going to use that for. I'm sure I can use it for something, maybe eyeshadow or something, or highlight in the like eye corners or something, but I can't use it on my cheek. So I'm going to use this, my Lorac, on the high points of my cheeks. Most likely I'm going to top it with my Becca Opal as normal. Then I'm gonna take my blush brush again and just make sure it's all mixed so that it's not a harsh line between my highlight and my glow. Go in and I'm gonna do my winged eyeliner, and I'm gonna be using a liquid eyeliner, my NYC one, in the event I can find it. Alright, so I finished the eyeliner, and this is what the eyes look like thus far. And so I want to do now to put on some black eyeliner. I am going to sharpen this and then use this in the waterline. And at the and I'm just going to use a flat e.l.f. brush, or this is a smudger brush, so we'll use that. And I'm going to take a little bit of that light purple, which is the I Heart You color by Morphe, just to blend the eyeliner out. I feel like I need more glitter, but how am I going to do it without getting it all over my face? I don't know. We're going to try it. Back with just a little bit of that gunmetal glitter on a flat concealer brush. I'm going to take this. It did not get everywhere. And I see a little malfunction that I don't like with my eyeliner, a tough eyeliner, so I'm going to go back and fix that real quick. Okay, and so then I am going to be using eyelashes, and I am going to be using the Style Misha. These are the Cocoa lashes in the style Misha, and I'm going to be using the Black Duo eyelash glue. And these lashes, I like them because I took them out the box yesterday and I don't even really have to cut them. Like, they already come pretty darn good to my eye shape. So I'm just going to pop them on. And then I'm about to go to the grocery store like this, into the toy store to get my kids something. I have no plans. They'll be like, where are you going? I do like the way that my makeup turned out. Alright, let's try to pop this first. Okay, so this is what one eyelash looks like on. Cover up the lash band. I'm just going to use this Great Lash Maybelline to blend in the lashes and to hit my bottom lashes. Okay, so this is what the completed face should pretty much look like, the eyes, because we're about to move on to the lips and be finished. Because I finally got my Lip Land Amrezy color in Montenegro. Like, I kept waiting for it to come back in stock, and like it came in stock right on time, because sometimes the girl's struggling and I can't really get that $18 lipstick, but I had it ready to go. But I am gonna line, because I tried it on last night because I just couldn't wait to wear it. I tried it on last night and it bleeds just a tad, like, so I feel like lip liner on it, it'd be perfect. So I'm just going to use, I just have this Cocoa Jordana lip liner, just a dark brown, because it doesn't really matter, we're going to cover it up. And I'm going to line my lips with that. And so this is the completed look, guys, and I hope you guys like it.